Video diary, December 10th, 2017. It's been a while. In mid-May, I moved to the charming little town of Cleveland, North Carolina. So I will start off by a tour of where I'm living, downstairs at a friend of mine's house, who's very graciously letting me live here. So, here we go. Start off with utilities, a little fridge, washer dryer, bathroom, which I rigged up where I store clothes and so forth. Very nice place. My copious medications. Kitchen. This is my pride and joy, my rack of very fine cooking utensils, including this really cool pot that I just got, this copper and tin wok. Very nice. And nice cheery day. Off into upstairs where a fellow who owns the house lives about 3 to 4 days a week. And this is my bedroom. Hospital bed, various and sundry shelves. Into the man cave. I spend most of my time. The essential computer station. Electric piano. This wheelchair gig, what that is not only is it a very comfortable chair, it's easy to move around, but it's got this IV pole there, which holds a bungee cord and arrangement like this, which I hook on to my elbow, helps me play my 6-string electric violin, which I will detail later, which is pretty cool. And this is working on a violin concerto for Video diary, December 21st, 2017. It's getting near the end of the year, so I thought I'd finally get around to another installment of this series. I've been living in Cleveland since May 17th. After a couple of weeks of getting settled into the downstairs of this nice little house. It's been quite comfortable. It's very rural. The immediate neighborhood is a little like a suburb, but it's a bit of a drive to anywhere, and but it's not too bad. It takes about a half-hour drive to get to the doctors and the hospital. Thankfully, I haven't had to be hospitalized so far this year, which is very good, unlike last year. But this is not a forever thing. I have applied a year and a half ago, and again a year ago, to a rather lengthy list of rent-assisted senior apartment complexes in the Raleigh area. And the one that I would like to go to the best, my name is first on the list right now. So at some point in the next few months, I will, on short notice, move back to Raleigh. That's where the large majority of my friends are, and all of my music making opportunities, and it been very pleasant to have a break from the city, a break from the crowds, a break from the traffic and the noise. But in this environment, people really don't know classical music exists, and although I'm struggling to play now on my 6-string fretted electric violin, my shoulder does continue to hurt, and I just can't practice enough to have serious skill. I can play hymns in the local churches and have fun, but I probably will never be able to play the music that I've written specifically for six-string violin. It's just way too hard. But it has been a productive time for composition. I just finished in October a piece for clarinet, viola, and piano, which is a lot of fun. And then I got back to work on a violin concerto for Eric Pritchard, which will be performed, ready or not, next October 28th at Duke in the version for violin and two pianos. I find it really preferable to write the chamber version for two pianos when I'm doing orchestral things and a soloist, rather than just a soloist on one piano, because there's just too much going on. And it's very, very handy to write the two piano version first, then expand it and orchestrate it, and then you're done. So about halfway through, a little bit more, but about halfway through. That should be a pretty solid piece. The main thing is to prolong my lifespan long enough to complete whatever project I'm working on. It gives me motivation to hang in there. COPD is no joke, but I can get by fairly normal lifestyle with inhaled medication that I'm doing. And it's really a lot better than it was before I was using these things. And there are side effects, but they're tolerable, and won't extend your lifespan, but they make life much more pleasant. So that counts. And this is Trump country, but there are quite a few people out here who are not delusional and can see what's going on and are concerned. And I have found no ostracism or negative kickback from my being unapologetically intellectual and a Democrat, like it or not. And it is quite distressing to most Americans to see this crude, ignorant, selfish person dominate the government with the enthusiastic support of a third of the country. It's mind-blowing. But there was the German commentator who said, well, you know, welcome to what Germany was like in the 30s, who found out that one third of the country wanted to kill another third of the country, and the third of the country just pretty much stood back and didn't do a damn thing. We're not at that point, but it's pretty disturbing. And we sure could get there, especially under economic distress. And at this point, economic distress is virtually inevitable. There's no getting around it at this point. This bus is on a road that goes over a cliff, and the pedal's to the metal. But you know, that's one of the benefits, I suppose, of having the perspective of being nearer the end of life than the beginning. So I'm working diligently on staying as healthy as I can, doing as much music as I can, and taking care of my rather shaky finances. I'm doing okay, especially living out here in the countryside. The life on SSI is never easy, and I'm very grateful for the food stamps and the Medicaid that make life possible, and my friend who's very generously letting me live here for very low rent, and he's just been very kind. It made all the difference, because I desperately needed a place to live while my name was inching its way up on the waiting list. So that's the basic story here. I do have, a handful of good friends here in Cleveland and area, and people have been very nice. It's a pretty mellow, laid back environment, and I really appreciate that. And it's I would probably be better off if I weren't sucked into the internet as much as I am. But I suppose there's a lot of that going on. So I will be going to the Pritchards for Christmas, and my friends the Weisses and Carrie also on Christmas Day, and then to Raleigh for another night. And I'm having a lot of car repair doing to keep my 2002 Dodge Grand Caravan on the road, which I cannot repair. I mean, I cannot replace this thing, so it's got to last for the duration. So that's my diary, and I certainly hope that we wake up from our current political nightmare, and that we can come out the other side healthier and happier and more spiritually balanced, and with a greater appreciation for things that are fact-based. Thank you very much.